So we're back. Not just me. This time I've got additional folks here. Because again, I don't like to see my face. I thought we'd bring some other faces here for you folks to look at besides this ugly mug. But we're back to give some more help to you folks. And I had a ton of people reach out to me thanking me for that last post. Again, I don't really normally do this, but we're here to help. We're here to create a butterfly effect, to get a lot of butterflies flapping their wing, creating some positivity, creating some ideas, some thoughts. We want to think big right now. And so I want you to think about what you can do. We want you to think about what can you do today? What opportunity exists, for you right now, or for your people? What opportunity exists for your family? Because uncertainty is a leadership opportunity. And so we have to step up to the plate. Everybody has to step up to the plate. Be a leader. Everybody can be a leader. Even Nash, even Mackenzie, they are leaders. I challenge them to be leaders. We want them to be leaders. And uncertainty is a leadership opportunity, which is why I'm live on Facebook that I never do. But we have to challenge ourselves, get out of our comfort zone and get a little uncomfortable, because it's pretty uncomfortable right now. So it's the weekend. What are you doing? What are you thinking about doing? What are your kids doing? What's your wife doing? What are you doing as a family? And I have the kids in here because I want to ask them, what are they doing? What are you doing? What are some things that you two yahoos, hey-yous, are thinking about doing? What are you doing, Mackenzie?
I'm going to walk Gigi.
Gonna walk the dog.
She's going to walk the dog. What else might you do?
And work on puzzles.
Oh, puzzles. That's great. A great idea. Maybe I'll help you. What else could you do?
Play games.
Play games. Nash, what could you do?
Golf.
Golf. He likes to golf. I'm not a golfer. This kid loves to golf, so social distancing on a golf course is extremely easy. And if you're me, you're probably not around anybody. You're chasing Whitey in somewhere off the course. What else could you do, Nash?
Clean.
Clean. We love to clean. Cleanliness is awesome, and it brightens attitudes, and having a clean operation, a clean house is something very good, a great way to start your day. What did we do this morning?
What do we do?
We put up firewood.
We got some firewood. So we collected firewood. We brought some firewood to the house, and we stacked some firewood. There's things we can do as a family. But one thing I want you to think about potentially doing is in 2016, we started doing Lindbergh family goals. What could you do as a family? So these were our 2016 goals. Here's our 2020 goals. This is something that we come together on New Year's Day. We do family goals. And I think this is a huge opportunity to potentially come together as a family today, tomorrow. Talk to your kids, ask them what they want to do. What do you want to do? What goals do you want to set? We have tremendous opportunity right now today to do this. Each of you have opportunities to lead your family, to sit down and come up with some family goals today. It's a great day to do it. We need some goals. We'll make this available online too. We've had these resources, but Zig Ziglar's Wheel of Life Goals, something that we'll make downloadable that you can have. You can fill out the 7 areas of your life, the goals that you have, whether it's individually, there's a family, or as we do, we use the back and we fill our goals out. And I would challenge you to do that. I would challenge you to not just do it today, but I would challenge you to do it next New Year's Day as a family. Sit down, have a family meeting. We do it once a year, New Year's Day. We have a family meeting. We fill these out. And today's your day to start. So I'm going to tell you, I'm challenging you, start today, okay? The other thing we want to talk about is the social distancing. Everybody now, the world has now changed forever. It's a new world. Social distancing, sanitation, disinfection. I believe the world is now a totally different place with that. And we need to all social distance, but that doesn't mean we have to separate. There are ways to connect, just like here. We're going live on Facebook. I got an Apple phone for the first time a month ago. I'm able to FaceTime my kids about any time with their iPads. My wife, I FaceTime. Check in. Don't be separate. Just check in, call, make more phone calls than you've ever made in your life. FaceTime more than you've ever have in your life. Check in. We don't have to do it on even Facebook. We can just call, pick up and talk to people. People want to be talked to right now to take their mind off what's being put into it on the television, on our phones. Let's just communicate some more. Tremendous opportunity. Social distancing is going to teach us some very awesome things, and it's a hidden gem with this social distancing that can be almost depressing for most people. But we have to think about the hidden gems in the social distancing that we can do. And we want to also talk about the emotion of being in these stores. And it hit me a couple days ago when I don't really go to the store and do shopping. My wife takes care of that, and she's almost emotional the other day telling me about the store. And so I want her to tell you about the store and maybe how we can overcome some of that. But what are your thoughts there?
So probably like many of you, the kids and I went to the store last week just to pick up some, a small amount of groceries. Well, we got there, the meat cases were empty. There was no paper goods to be found. Shelves are empty from vegetables and frozen food. And it's alarming, as we're there, my heart sank and I felt a sick feeling in my gut. And we walked outside, and it occurred to me that the kids were probably feeling what I was feeling too. So I think the best thing we could do at that point was to just have an honest conversation about, was that scary and what did that feel like and what does this look like for us? So we've just made a very conscious effort in our house to talk almost daily about, if there's anything that's scary or anything that bothers you, let's just talk about it. Let's get it out in the open. Because it made me realize that they're having as much anxiety as I'm probably having in those moments. So
yeah, it didn't even dawn on me till I'm talking to her, and she's literally got tears in her eyes about the emotion of going through the store. I don't think she's any different than you all. I don't think she's any different than almost 90+% of the world right now. You go into a store and the shelves are empty. That's just almost a depressing feeling. So it is what it is. We have to walk through the store to get what we need. But there's a quote by Sir Winston Churchill: if you're going through hell, keep going. If you're going through hell, keep going. We have to keep going. There is no choice. We've got to buck up, bootstrap up, saddle up, and ride and keep going. We have to keep going. Hell might be a strong word. It might be a little strong, but it might be for some. It may not be for others, but I'm certain there are some people that are sick, that this is hell. But we have to keep going. Sir Winston Churchill challenged us to do that so many years ago. And it is a crisis. The other part of this discussion is we can't waste a crisis. Not in a bad way, but in a good way. What are these hidden gems? What's the hidden lining to this crisis? And I don't know what those are. I don't think any of us really know what those hidden gems are, but there's opportunities in this social distancing. There's opportunities we can create with our family by filling out goal sheets for your entire family. You can change the legacy of your family simply by sitting down today, your entire family, asking your kids, what are some goals you have? What do you want to do? Where do you want to be in 5 years? Where do you want to be in 10 years? We talk about this with our kids pretty routinely, and I'm challenging you to do the same thing. Sit them down, ask them, where do you want to be? What is not true today that has to be true in 5 years from now for you to be where you want to be? There's something not true today that has to be true in 5, 10, 20 years for you to achieve those goals, whether it's you, your wife, your kids, your parents, the family unit as a whole. There's something not true today that we have to make true within that time frame to achieve those goals. So it's an emotional time, no doubt about it. No way around it, but we have to pull together. We can pull together online. We can pull together in very small groups. We can pick up phones and talk to each other. Social distancing doesn't mean being separate. It means that we need to check in with each other all the time. I've checked in more in the last week with my kids than I've ever checked in my entire life. Is that not true?
That's true.
They sometimes don't like it. I make funny faces at them, and when I'm FaceTiming them, and I'm a weirdo at heart, and I love to have fun with them, so I make faces and we talk and joke, but that's what we got to do. And do that with everybody, not just your kids. Maybe it's, your business partner like me with Dr. Ty or Jill, my go-to team. Our businesses need our leadership. Our people need our leadership. We can't waste this crisis. We have to find the hidden gems, the hidden lining in this. There are hidden linings all over in this. I believe the world is forever changed in a good way. I know there's people going through hell right now, but we have to keep walking. So just please keep walking. We'll be back. We hope you like this. We'll be back. Share if you like. Thank you.